तस्मिन् तस्मिन् अग्नौ देवाः श्रद्धां जुहोति तस्या आहुते सोमो राजा संभवति. In that fire which is such, the yonder world, devaha, the gods here in the sense, the deities who are presiding, the different pranas, Agni etc. inside this body on the personal plane, and those deities also, who are the deities of our different pranas, the indriyas, the sense organs. Agni Bhutva is there for the speech, is fire, but different organs, different deities are there. All those deities on the divine plane. On both the planes have to take place gods. Adideva. Those gods, what did they do? They offered the oblation called faith, which is a transformation of water itself. The water which is an accessory in different forms of milk etc. in the Agnihotra. As it was done with total faith, therefore that water is called as faith, and that faith has been in the form has been actually seen as an oblation and poured into the underworld fire. Tasya ahute somo raja samudhi. From that oblation, the bright moon springs up. A raja, even though the word is verbal, literal meaning of the word is king, but here it did not take the meaning of king. It is only light, luminous. The bright moon springs up. The luminous moon springs up. The full moon day moon. Tasmin yathokt lakshane agnau. Bhashan. In that which is such, as stated above, yathokt lakshane agnau, the fire possessed of the above stated characteristics. As the fire, what all you have to know there? What all the fire possesses? The flame, smoke, embers, sparks. All those accessories should be knowing with all those accessories. That in that fire, which is such, yathokt lakshane agnau, devaha, yajamana prana adhyatmam. By the word then what has to be taken? Bhashikara says, on the personal plane, the physical plane, you should take the yajamana prana, the vital forces of the agent. Agnyadi Rupa, Adidaivatam, and fire etc. the deities on the divine plane. Both the planes are take this by the word Devaha. Shraddham Juhvati. Shraddham Juhvati means what? Shraddham means faith is being offered. What is that faith? Agniyotra ahuti parinam avastharopaha sukshma apaha shraddha bhavitaha shraddha uchyante. What is that faith actually? It is the result of the oblations. Agnihotra ahuti parinama avastharopaha. It is the result of the oblations poured in the Agnihotra, having transformed to a special state. What is the special state? Sukshma apa, in the form of subtle water. And that water is called by the word Shraddha. Why? Shraddha Bhavita. Because they were offered with total faith while the Agnihotra was being performed by the performer. That is why that subtle water, which is the result of the oblations, are called by the word Shraddha, faith. Panchamyam ahutu apa purushavachiso bhavanti iti apam homyatya prashneshvattat. How you have decided this meaning? That water is Shraddha? Because you see the question. In the question it was said water. There Shraddha was not there. And how this Shraddha came automatically something in between now? Then you have to relate the question and answer. Therefore the meaning of water here is Shraddha. In the question, the word was water, and according to that, what has been offered here should be water only. Therefore, water transformed, the transformation of faith in the form of water should be taken to correlate the answer and the question. Therefore, he is given the question. Panchamyam ahuto apa purushavachiso bhavanti apam homyataya prashneshvatva. Because in the question it is clearly heard of that water is the only form of oblation. Water is to be meditated upon as an oblation, as an ahuti. Homyatya, apam, homyatya. Apam means water. Is to be meditated upon as homyatya, as an oblation. This is what has been heard in the question. In which question? Panchamyamavtva Purushavatsubhavanti iti. After the fifth oblation, how this water is going to be called by the word person, Purusha. And there are other Shrutis also. Other Upanishad texts are there in support to this to say that this faith is nothing but water. Water is nothing but faith. Shraddhava apaha. Faith is indeed the water. Shraddham eva arabhya praniya pracharanti iti cha vijayate. Those waters having started from faith. Because you see, any karma, even your daily food starts with water. You take water and do achamana. Without doing achamana, if you eat meat, it's animal eating. Is it not? That starts from water.
But only men do achamana.
Who said? For food, even women can do.
Because they are initiated into Gayatri.
No, but that's different. Sandhyavandanam achamana is different. And Bhojana achamana is different. For that, genuine chot is not needed. Upanayana sanskar is not needed.
But usually men, they were doing
That is the biggest mistake that has happened in the tradition. Certain things, even women have got the right to do that, but it has not been taught to them, it has not asked them to do. Only men is doing it, and it has become a part of Upanayana itself. From Upanayana they start to teach it. How to eat. Doing achamanam and pranayasva, apanayasva, this and all. Even is taught after Upanayana sanskara. Even this is wrong. According to the Vedic Sanatana Ramayana, there is a book called Sanskara Jnanam, written by Pattabhirama Shastri or Mimamsa Guru. He has told all this very clearly. There are many sanskaras which are not related to the Vedic sanskara, but nowadays we have added it by some wrong tradition. It has come up like that. When the child is doing the Annaprasana sanskara, from that moment itself, the mother has to tell these mantras to feed the child itself the annam. First, let's give a sip of water. Amrita Pidhanamasi, Amrita Upasaranamasi. Then every literally says to give Pranaya Swaha, Apanaya Swaha, Vyanaya Swaha, Udanaya Swaha. He says to tell in the first. Now the whole food which has been feeded, in the end it says to Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha. From the Annaprasana Sanskara day, it is the duty of the mother to do for the child. That's how the child is listening the mantra from the mother itself. Nobody does this. That's what I'm saying. Mothers are not taught at all. That is when she was a child also, her mother has done to her. This should be the tradition. Therefore, both the boy and girl both know from the Annaprasana Sanskara they are hearing this mantra. And when they start doing it by themselves, they are asked to be forcibly done. That's why both the children, whether the boy or a girl, are learning it from the age of 5 to 6. They are themselves chanting and doing it. It is not related to Upanishad sanskar at all. So there are many such things which has to be done by both. But nowadays it's done by one. That's wrong tradition. So if you want to correct also, nobody will accept it so easily. Start with yourself. There's no other way. There's a Pattabhirama Shastra. We have to start with ourselves. There's no other way. Yes, slowly it will come into the tradition later after about 1,000 years, it doesn't matter. Or 100 years, whatever it is. Because he had got only 2 daughters. He said, I taught to my 2 daughters. They are doing it to their children. And now they have become 12 people are doing this. Out of them, 5 are ladies, girls and ladies. This is how 5 at least ladies are doing in this world at present. This is what I was telling. Later on, they will also teach their daughters. It will go in women also, and children also will be starting doing all this. So many such things are there in that.
Even chanting Veda mantras by women is prohibited.
You see, there also is another big mistake now. That's right. But what is telling is Swadhyaya cannot be done. Swadhyaya means what? The Mimamsa is given a decision. The whole adhyana of one complete shaka. You are not being asked to chant the whole shaka. We are asked to only Rudri, a portion of one shaka. There is no wrong in doing that. In Mimamsa, the decision has been given, even if a Shudra is needed to do some yajna, and certain mantras has to be chanted by the agent, the performer. Those mantras can be taught to that Shudra also. This is called Nishada Sthapati Nyaya in Mimamsa. Nishadanam api Raja. Who is a great Nishada? If he wishes to do some yajna, Rudra Yaga is there for him. And in that yaga, whatever is the things that is done by the performer, chanted by the performer, the Acharya is going to teach him before. There's that Nishada, the Panchamavarna fellow, worse than a Shudra, is being taught Veda. Related to that Rudra Yaga and related to that the mantras of the performer. So he can chant, why not a woman? But if you cannot study the whole Shaka in order from a master, any portion, if I want to chant some mantras like Tripura, this and that, anybody can do that. No problem. Shraddhavapa, Shraddhamev, Arabhya, Praniya, Pracharanti. Those waters having started from faith. This on this water, this started from these waters are joined to us in the whole life itself with faith. Anybody drinks water, but we drink water in a different way. Because that faith is the most important factor. Whether it is food or even while drinking water, first we see it. What is the seeing meaning there? Why you want to see the water? This is water. What do you want to see in it? But no, because in the Ajya Avekshana Nyaya, in Mimamsa, it has been decided. The purification of the ghee, the liquid butter, how you want to purify? Just by seeing it. Similarly, even when we want to drink a cup of water, a glass of water, first you have to see it. By seeing itself, you are purifying it. And while seeing, we chant some mantra, that mantra shakti will go into that water. And you drink that water, it is going to purify Antakarana also. With that idea, you see, for all these things, faith is important. If you don't have faith, you will not see. Just don't take a drink.
For what mantra, Swami?
Except any mantra you can use. Gayatri mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, whichever mantra, Guru mantra. By that you can Abhimantranam. It's called as Abhimantranam of water. You are giving the power of you are forcing the power into the water and making that water, ordinary water, is a divine water.
Like when you are taking bath, you chant.
Yeah, you chant the mantra and all. You are making that ordinary water divine water. By that you take Ganga Sram. That bhavana is there. All these things depends on faith. So from morning rising to bed, whatever affairs, important affairs that we do for our living also depends on water. And that water with that is attached, is associated is faith. If you have faith, then you use that water, convert that water, transform that water into divine form, give it a divine form by mantras in different ways, and by that you are using it, by that you will be attaining Antakarana Shuddhi, purification of your internal organs.
Christians also, they do baptizing is the same thing, right? Swami? They say
Yeah,
that
they also
water
use
is
water.
pure.
That's what there are many things that are in Hindus are there even in them. But there's a little difference they do. Japan, they give coffee for baptism. But they jutha they do. They use stench they use. First he drinks, the father, then the same thing you have to say.
And then they pass
We
it.
won't do like that.
Everybody
And
drinks
it's
from the
passed.
same cup.
Same cup, all have to drink. Pass on to all. That's not in our system. This is something are there, something they have already, there's a apabhransha is there in that also.
The other thing is they say this is the blood of Christ.
Huh?
So you're actually drinking the blood of
Blood
Christ.
of Christ, you see.
And then he puts a piece of bread in your mouth and says, this is the body of Christ.
Body of Christ, mansa. Just like a mansa. Flesh of Jesus. Foolish way, foolish.
Holy communion.
That's our Holy Communion. You're drinking the blood and flesh of your own master.
Yes.
And think you have become holy. Shraddhameva arabhya praniya pracharanti. You see again what's meaning? And being associated with special sanctifying processes. Praniya. Then pracharanti. After being sanctified, then ascend upwards. You go upwards. Thus you are elevated by that. Iti cha vijayate. All the supportive texts are there. Therefore, water can be stated by the word Shraddha, faith also. Tam Shraddham Aprupam Juvati. That faith which is in the form of water is being poured as an oblation. Tasya ahute, of that oblation, Somo Raja Apam Shraddha. Now you see, great explanation we Bhashikara here. Apam Shraddha Shraddhavachanam Dulokagno Hutanam Paranamaha Somo Raja Sambhavati. Yatha Rigvedadi Pushparasa. Tasya of that ahuti, of that oblation, Somo Raja, the bright moon emerges out of it. Apam Shraddha Shabdavachanam, the water which was being stated by the word faith, when poured into the Dulokagam, the yonder sun fire, when poured Hutanam, Parinama, the result is Somo Raja Sambhavati, the bright moon emerges out of it. All this is just a meditation. It does not, don't think it is happening actually over there. Nothing is happening there. It is just a meditation that you have to meditate in such a way. For that is given example, just as you did in the Madhuvidya. In Madhuvidya, we said the Rigveda is the pushpa, the flowers. And of that the rasa has come out. The juices. Is it not? The fruits are the juices. And those juices has been brought out by whom? The bees. Who is the bee? Rigadi Madhukara, Upanitaha. The mantras are the bees through whom you have Upanita has collected all the juice from the Rigveda karma. They Aditya Yashadi Karyam Rohitadi Rupa Lakshana Marabante. And they, what they do? In the sun they went. Those results went into the sun. The results of all the actions, rites, which you perform by Rig mantras, related to the Rigvedic rites only. The flower, Rigveda flower, gives you the juice, the fruits, and that fruit goes and settles where? In the sun. Yashadi Karyam, in the form of fame, etc. And how you see that fame, etc. over there? In the form of red color, etc., etc. Rohitadi Rupa Lakshanam, in the form of red color, etc., is what you see. Arabante, bring about the results. Ittuktam. This is told in 3rd chapter, 1st part itself, 3.1. Tatha ima. Similarly, here also, it is a meditation only. Rigveda is not a flower actually. The fruits are not juices actually. The mantras are not the bees. And the performer is not getting famous or fame and the results also. But everything is just a meditation over there. Similarly, it is here. Tatha ima agnihotra ahuti samavainya sukshmaha shraddha shabdavacha apo. Similarly, ima, this sukshmaha, this subtle water, shraddha shabdavacha, that has been stated by the word faith, which are the result of agnihotra ahuti samavainya. These are, this water is that water which is associated with the oblations of Agnihotra. Dyulokam anupravishya, having entered into the underworld, the heavens, Chandram Karyam Arabante, they are producing an effect in the form of the moon. Falarupam, the result in the form of, as an effect, just the moon, Agnihotra Avutyoho. And all this result is related to the Agnihotra Ahuti only, the oblations poured at the time of Agnihotra. Yajamanascha tat kartaraha ahuti maya ahuti bhavana bhavita ahut rupena karmana akrishtaha shraddha ap samavayino dyulokamanu pravishya samabhuta bhavanti. And those performers of Agnihotra become moon itself. They become identified with the moon. How is it possible? The person dies here, goes to heavens and becomes a moon. Said because all the process, we have said the water you had poured here, that the deity who are presiding over those waters, the oblation that you poured has burnt into ash and the water has turned steam and gone over, and the deities who are looking and presiding over this of those oblations, they will cover you, which I told before, and they will take you from here, and they are taking you, actually identifying you with that water itself, in that subtle form, water in the subtle form, and you have been identified with the water, you are tadatmyam with the water, and that what is called as Shraddha, because you had done everything with faith. So there's a bhasha all together now you see here in these words. Ima Agnihotra Hahuti Samvainya. These water, how are these water? They are associated, they were associated with the oblations of Agnihotra, number one. Number two, now how they are? They are not in the gross form as they were before while you are pouring. Now they are in the subtle form, Sukshma. Shraddha Shabdavachya. And they are being stated here by the word faith. Apaha, it is the water in the form of water itself. Dulokam anupravishya, having entered into the yonder world. Chandram karyam marvante, they are producing the effect, the result in the form of what? Chandrama, moon. Agnihotra Utyoho. And that result is again, to make it clear, it says, related to the oblations of the Agnihotra itself. Therefore, Yajamanascha. And not only the oblations are going in that form, what is the use of oblations going there? If the Yajamana is here only, it is of no use. If Yajamana does not get any fruit of the oblations, then the oblations may go to heaven, become moon and whatever, it is of no use at all. There are Bhashikara says, no, the oblations are not going. There is no meaning in the oblations going at all. Yajamanascha tat kartaraha. The sacrificers, the performers of the Agnihotra, who had poured the oblations, the kartara of those oblations, ahutimaya, they are identified with the oblations. Identified in the sense, for them in their life, the most important thing is Agnihotra Ahuti. They cannot live even a single day without performing Agnihotra. That much mahattam, importance is being given for Agnihotra by that person. Therefore, that person is almost tadatm, he is self-identifying himself with those oblations which is pouring.
But that's a vidhi, right?
That is that-
Yava jivam agnihotram kuryat, right?
But that vidhi, if done with total faith, is not studying. It's not just because the vidhi is that you are doing. Because of the enjoyment you are doing. There's not for enjoyment also you are not doing. The enjoyment vidhis are not done for enjoyment also. Those enjoined vidhis, whatever injunctions are there, are being done with total faith. With all bhavana is there. That I am following the Sanatana Dharma with the vision that Dharmo Rakshati Rakshita. That's all. I am not in need of any fruit as a result of this karma. Because it is nitya karma. It is not naimittik or kami karma at all. In nitya karma, if he adds the desire, then it becomes a kami karma. He cannot add at all. Then without shraddha, you cannot do nitya karma at all. It is fruitless almost. This is why nowadays all the people have given up sandhya vandanam, all the given havanam and everything. This is no shraddha at all, no faith in the Vedas. If you have faith in the Vedas, faith in your tradition, when there is a result or no result, you will do it. That is called as Ahuti Maya Yajamana. He is identifying himself as if he is pouring himself into it. Ahuti Bhavana Bhavita. This Bhashikar is going further deep into it. He said, not only identify the Ahuti Bhavana Bhavita, he is filled with the thought that I am the Ahuti. I am myself pouring in this form, in the form of Ghritam, in the form of Dadi, in the form of milk, and those form. I am myself pouring. So I will be going through this to the heavens. Because he wants to go. Therefore, he has to may have this feeling that I am myself in this form, getting into this fire to go over there. So, Ahuti Bhavana Bhavita, Ahuti Rupena. See, Ahuti Rupena Iva, who are drawn in the form of Ahuti. By that karma, by the act, karmana, akrishtaha. By that karma, by that act, by that special rite called Agnihotra, they are drawn into that form. Akrishta. Ateva Shraddha Apsamavayino. Therefore, who are closely associated with faith, which is identified with water. Dyulokam anupravishya Swamabhuta who Yajamana Swamabhuta Bhavanti. In that way, these Yajamana themselves, these performers of the rites themselves, go to the Dyuloka, to the underworld, and become, that means they become one with the moon. They become self-identified with the moon over there. How is that? How you said all these things? If somebody questions Bhashikara, Bhashikara says, Tadartam Mittair Agnihotram Huddam. For that purpose only they have performed all the Agnihotra the whole life. For what else they have done this? To attain that form, to attain the heavens. Therefore they have done, that is why I am telling these things, he says. Atra tu ahuti parinama eva. Even though in this mantra, which you are reading, studying here in this Panchagni Vidya, we are considering only the ahuti parinama eva. Here, what is intended to be stated, principle, Panchagni Sambandha Kramena Pradhanyena, Vaktavya. What is being, what you want to mention over here? Vivakshita. Upasanartham. Even this is being stated over here for Upasana. That does not mean actually he will go in this way only. It's not like that. Na Yajamanangam Gatihi. It is not actually to state that the Yajamana, the performer of the sacrificer, will move in this way only to the upper worlds. Because here, what is intended, Vaktavyam, Vivakshitam, what is intended to be stated here, Pradhanya principle is the transformation of the Ahuti Parinamayava, the transformation of the oblation through Panchagni Sambandha Kramena, successive association of the five fires. This is what we want to state here. And for what purpose? Upasanartha. For meditation purpose. And that does not mean that the Yajamana, the performers, the agents will actually go in this way only. They will move to the upper worlds in this way. This is not the intention of the statement. Because, why you said this? Because in the later portion of this text, you will be seeing two different paths will be told. For the ignorant and for the knowledgeable person. Tam to avidusha dhumari kramena uttratra vakshati. Tam is tam gatim. The movement of the person who is performing and not performing. Performing with upasana and without upasana. With meditation and without meditation. For them, avidusha, for the ignorant, dhumari kramena uttratra vakshati. He will be going to the path starting from smoke, etc. This will be stated uttaratra in the following Vakshati text. It will be spoken of in the latter portion of this text. Vidushancha Uttra Vidyakratam. And for the men of knowledge, the northern path will also be, through which is going to be earned by knowledge, will be stated in the later part of the text. Therefore, here, these five fires what we are speaking of is not actually the movement, successive movement of the performer. It is only for meditation. That the jiva takes rebirth in this way. It is not the performer goes to Swargaloka in this way. It is only for meditation. Because Gati will be told different. Archir Marga and Dhumadi Marga, it will be told different. Totally it is different. Therefore, this is not the Marga. This is not the path of movement is being mentioned here. It is only the meditation being mentioned. Parjanyo vav Gautamagnihi tasya vayureva samid abhram dhumo vidyudarchir ashanarangara radanayo vispalingaha. Parjanyo vav Gautamagnihi, O Gautama, the deity of the causes of rains. Not one deity, Parjanya, Bhushanam it is. Parjanya is Bhushanam. This means what actually? Not one deity. Yet the deities who are the causes, who are those deities are presiding over the causes of rain. The cause of rain is not one. Not only the deity of rain, but the causes of rain. All those deities together you have to take. That is the next fire, he says. Tasya vayureva samida. Of that, this air is the fuel. Because the clouds are moved from one place to another place by air. Therefore, that is the fuel which makes the clouds rain. It's taken from one end to the other end. In the eastern winds especially, they make the rain fall, and the western winds make them disperse. That's why it says here, you see, Vayureva samidu, Abram dhumo. These clouds are just like smoke. Vidyut, the lightning, is the flame. And Arshani, the thunderbolts, are Angara, ember. And Radhanaya, the rumbling sound, the sound that comes, that rumbling sound are the sparks. Visparingaha. Dvitiya homa paryayartam maha. For starting the second sacrifice as per the order, it is being said. Parjanyova upaidi. Parjanya eva. O Gautama, indeed, surely, this Parjanya, the deity of the causes of rain, is the next fire. Bhashakar says, Parjanya Nama. What is the meaning of Parjanya? He says, the particular deity. Vrishti Upakarana Abhimani. Vrishti Abhimani. No. Bhashakar what is saying? He is not saying Vrishti Abhimani. Vrishti Upakarana Abhimani. Devada Vishesha. It is some particular deity, no name. Some particular deity who is identifying himself with all the causes related to rain. Causes of the rain. Tasya, of that fire, Vayureva samid. The air is the fuel. Why? Vayuna hi parjanya agnihi samidhyate. Because by this air itself inflames the fire called parjanya. The air itself, it collects the clouds. From all sides, air flows in such a way, the cloud is collected together. If this is how the rain is being inflamed by the air. Purovatadi prabalye vrishti darshana. He gives a reason also further. Because the predominance of the eastern winds, Purovatadi prabalye, the predominance of the eastern winds causes the rains. This is what is seen in the external world. Vrishti darshana. Abhram dhumo. Abhram dhumo. And these clouds are itself smoke. How is it possible? Because clouds are the effect of smoke. Dhum karyatvat abhram. This is what happens in, you can see in our country, especially in this India. If there is no rains, or for good rains also, in the month of May, or sometimes the month of June, they put fire in the forest. They put fire. And how they want to destroy that fire again? They put fire over here, and they will keep quiet for one day. The fire goes on, from one end to the other end. So what they'll do again, after about 2 kilometers there, they'll put another fire. And that fire moves this side automatically. There's a peculiarity. And both fire gets together into one and is distinct. This is the technique.
What if it goes the other way?
Huh? It will not go. This is speciality. The fire pulls the another fire. They will put that fire within the heat area of this fire. They will not go after that. They see the distance up to where this heat of this heavy fire is coming. Before that only they put the fire. And this heat will pull it over that side only. It will not let other side go. It's practically seen.
They call it controlled burning.
Controlled burning.
Yeah, they tried that in one of the national parks.
Huh.
It became a total disaster. It burned out
The whole of the national forest. Because they don't, there's no experience for them, you know. They followed the rule, but they don't have experience at all.
Yellowstone National.
They should take care of some ordinary people on this Pahadi Arpad, ignorant fellow. He would have taught those scientists how to do. These people know, they're experts in this matter. You might see the fire there also, the fire, this year also they put in June. They put here, after the next year then they start from here, it went over that side, it was stopped, finished. It established. Because by that smoke only, the clouds are created. The clouds are effect of smoke. That's what happened, when the Iraq war had taken place, and Iraq lost the war and they had to give up Kuwait. At that time, they put fire into the oil wells.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Correct.
that fire brought us such smoke, and the rains were of black water rains.
Correct.
Black water.
Yeah.
And never rains would come there in the Arab.
Correct.
And black water rains fell there because of that smoke. It's very clear. In the practical field we are seeing, the smoke creates the cloud. It depends on the quality of smoke again, what is the formation of the cloud. That is why in the olden days, we were doing daily Havanam. All over India, Havanam was going on. So much pure smoke was going. The great pure water would come down. Divine water we would get. Now it's all Asuri water coming down.
Acid rain.
Acid raining and all is happening nowadays. Because a lot of pollution. Polluted smoke is going.
Correct.
Car smoke,
Yes.
truck smoke, these smokes are going now.
Factory.
There is no Havan smoke at all. Factory smoke is going. And what they are doing, few people do Havan nowadays, these rites, that smoke is nothing in front of this smoke at all. That is why the water is polluted everywhere. Underground water is also getting polluted. Everything is getting polluted. The rains are polluted means all water get polluted automatically. So he says, Dhuma karyatva, Dhuma vaccha lakshamanatva, and they look like smoke also, the clouds. Vidyut darchihi, and his lightning is nothing but the flame. What is the similarity? Prakasha samanyat, because the luminosity is there. Flame is also luminous, more luminous than the general fire. The flame at the top is more luminous. Similarly, this lightning which comes through the clouds is luminous. That's the similarity. Ashani Randara, the thunders are the embers. What is the similarity here? Kathinyat, Vidyut Sambandhatva. Because of the hardness. And also, the other reason is not only the hardness, it's the association of the lightning is there. The thunder takes place along with the lightning. And along with the flame, you find what? The embers. Therefore, the relationship of association with ember and flame is there as in this ordinary fire. Similar to see the relationship with the thunder and the lightning and the upper world. Radhanayo Vispulinga. Radhanaya Garjita Shabdaha. The rumbling clouds. Meghanam Garjita Shabdaha. The rumbling sound of the clouds. They are called as Radhanaya, and in them we have to view them as, meditate upon them as what? Sparks. Vispulinga, sparks. Why? What is similarity? Viprakiranatva samanya. Because those sounds are scattered all over. The sound is scattered all over. The thundering sound, when the thundering takes place, the gargada, the sound, it goes in steps and it goes to many long distance and scatters to all the directions, just like the spark scatters in all the directions.
Sounds, caused by thunder, right? Sounds are caused by thunder.
Thunder, yes. All are associated with thunder. You see, the what you call as thunder is related to thunder. Again, it comes. Flame is related to thunder. Lightning is related to thunder, and the sound is related to thunder. Is one effect of one another, or they are co-effect, you can say. It is happening together from the clouds. Therefore, you can meditate upon them in this way easily. Lightning as flame, thunder as ember, and the sound as sparks.